Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What they do, N1 family. Welcome back to episode 8 of the N1 podcast. This is your boy, Uncle Tito.
It's your boy, Stephon.
So I wanted to start off this podcast, bro. I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody in the world right now because I know it's a really tough time. Just life is hard on everyone. Like everything's expensive. Mm-hmm. It's taking bro. I was talking to someone, bro, and they was telling me how one of their friends that they know has to use 3 checks to cover rent, bro.
Sick, man.
That shit's crazy, man. Bro. 3 checks, bro. So like essentially a month and a half of work. So she's always behind, essentially. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, bro. I just be like reflecting, and I try to just be mindful of how blessed we are, and like a lot of us, and blessed to be in the positions that we're in and able to provide for ourselves. It's like even in these tough times. But I just want to shout out everybody, bro. We all, our hearts are all in the same place. You know what I'm saying? So keep pushing, keep grinding. Everything's going to work itself out in the end. Life is always fleeting. It's never stays the same. It's always going to go up. It's always going to go down. I don't know if fleeting was the right word, but,
no, you get it. Life is forever changing, and, it is tough times that we're living in. Like, it's funny because, we cover sports, and we see these athletes gain these huge, exorbitant numbers added to their paychecks and their contracts, and, I'm happy for every athlete because they earn it. You know what I'm saying? They work. They grind. They've been blessed physically to make it to a certain level. So I want all athletes to get the compensation that they deserve, but at the same time, too, there is a reality that most people in America are facing, and it's tough out here, man. Inflation's high. Housing isn't affordable. Grocery prices are way too high. Gas prices are basically $4.
It's crazy out
so
here, bro.
you want to show that love and care for everybody out there. Understand that you're not alone in the struggle. Like, don't feel like you're isolated or it's just you feeling the pinch. We're all in this together.
Facts. But on a lighter note, boy, oh boy, shit is heating up out here in these streets, man.
The NBA definitely wasted no time going from finals to the offseason and having shit just
They hit
cracking.
The ground rolling, G. Shit's been popping.
Yep.
But before we even get into like any of the off-season stuff and things that are going on currently right now, I'm trying to just like think a little bit more forward in a sense. And who you think has the most pressure going into next year that doesn't have a ring? Because think about it.
Man.
We've had 7 or 8 different champions since 2019. So think about how many people have won championships in that span.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone's getting a ring off if you think about it.
Yeah. It's the most most parity we've seen in the NBA in God knows how long. So in my lifetime, I've never seen anything like this.
No, for sure. No, yeah. If you think about it, this decade, even the 2000s, 2010s, they were all ran by like 2 or 3 teams.
Honestly, this might be a first in NBA history because, like, if I'm really thinking back, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, the 50s and 60s were ran by the Celtics and Lakers. And then, maybe in the 70s, we'll have to go back. I don't remember the 70s having, like, a dominant team running. Because, I know, like, Portland had one in the 70s, right?
Seattle won
in the 70s.
I'm pretty sure Milwaukee had got one.
Had got one.
With Kareem and Oscar.
No, Philly was...
Knicks won in the 70s.
Yeah, Knicks won in the 70s. So, Golden State won in the 70s.
70s, too. So, that's, like, already 4 or 5 teams.
Yeah, so I'm not even trying to think... I'm trying to think of 70s championship teams or franchises, I should say.
Yeah,
I think that's about it. Because you said the Knicks, we said Portland, we said Golden State, Seattle, and there's a
Milwaukee got one. I'm pretty sure the Lakers won in the 70s too.
Yeah, I feel like I think they did get one that might have.
If you consider the 79-80 season part of the 70s, because they won that year. That was Magic's rookie year.
Yeah. But I feel like Wilt even got one in the 70s, didn't he? Let's look at Wilt.
I think he did.
Let me just Google real quick, Wilt championship.
Pretty sure he did.
Let's take a look here real quick. So yeah, he won in 72. He won in 1967 and 1972. He only had 2 rings.
So he won. I'm assuming he won 72 with the Lakers and Jerry West.
Let's see, 1970s NBA champ. I just want to see how close we were in our
guessing game.
See, they put that. Let me put this with an S because they just brought up the Knicks. Bro, sometimes iPhone's functions are so blah.
Yeah.
Every 1970s NBA champion. So yeah, goes Knicks, Bucks, Lakers, Knicks. Oh, okay, we forgot about the Celtics also won in that decade, 73 and in 74. So I'm sorry, 73. 74 season, 75, 76 season.
Okay.
So, yeah. And the Washington Bullets, well, yeah, I wasn't going to remember the Bullets. I forgot the Bullets.
Oh, they got one too?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. So, okay, so this is basically like we're living in the 70s because the 80s it wasn't that, the 90s it wasn't that, 2000s it wasn't that, 2010s it wasn't that. So this is probably like the most balanced we've seen the NBA since the 70s, because, yeah, it goes Knicks, Bucks, Lakers, Knicks, Celtics, Warriors, Celtics, Trailblazers, Washington Bullets, Supersonics.
So about 5-6 teams won in a decade. That's parity.
Yeah.
If there's 10 years in a decade, and more than half of that decade you have different champions, you have a form of parity.
No one back to back. Like you had the Celtics.
So that plays into it too.
Yeah, Celtics won twice, Knicks won twice, so that's 40%, and then you go Warriors, Blazers, Bullets, Supersonic, Lakers, Bucks. Yeah, parities. But to your point about who has the most pressure, I really want to say Ant-Man.
I was thinking that, but I got somebody else though. But go ahead. Go first.
No, I want to hear somebody else.
I say Luka.
Good point. But
especially now after the Knicks one.
But you know why I didn't really think of Luka initially?
Go ahead and talk to me.
It's because when I think about pressure, I think about you having the tools. Like your team having had success and you needing to get over the hump. Because Anthony Edwards has played in 2 Western Conference Finals, right? Has never made a Finals appearance. I mean, obviously he's still young. I mean, that's great as a what is he, 24?
25.
25?
25, yeah.
That's really good, We're gonna get into some of the shifting that happened up in his roster, and I think it's weird. I think the pressure didn't become greater, but it's about equal, and I need to see what else the Minnesota Timberwolves as a franchise does to shore up that roster.
Yeah.
Luka, I just don't. I never looked at the Lakers as a serious contender, even when they got Luka.
I agree.
Like, I thought they're obviously going to be a good basketball team. They're obviously going to be a playoff team. I just never thought, like, that team, the way it was constructed, was going to beat the competition in the West. They're not defensive. They don't shoot well. They have an aged superstar in LeBron. Austin Reeves and Luka can't guard anything. They're really, really bad at defense. But they don't have a dominant big. There's a bunch of holes in that roster. Like, there's a lot that needs to be done to see if you can get the most out of Luka and Austin Reeves. I just never looked at them as a serious contender. So to me, like, the pressure wasn't really like a thing for me. Looking at Luka.
I hear you. I just feel as though just because it's okay. So yeah, in that sense and in that aspect, I agree. Like, his roster is not really constructed to where, okay, you can necessarily put the pressure on him because he doesn't have the team.
Right.
But, I mean, he's a superstar. I mean, what is he now? He was drafted 2018, so he's about to be 10 years in the league.
Yeah.
He's been to the finals already. He's been to the conference finals already.
But you see, that's why I would say, because he went to that finals with,
with Kyrie
in Dallas, and a team that was really formulated for him, you know? And sadly, you know, they weren't able to make it back. I think he was really hurt the next year, right? Like he didn't play
Yeah,
much
he
the
was
following
hurt.
year.
But that's where I was gonna go with it too. If you look at it too, so the success has already been there, and
Man, he's only 27. It feels like he's been here longer.
for forever.
Jeez.
But too, because you remember, he's been a pro since he was like 14 or 15, I think, in Europe, and he already had buzz in the basketball world. So that's why it probably feels like he's been around for so long. But it's just I feel like the pressure also is because it's a lot of things. It's not even just the team thing, but number one, your peers are winning. Number two, you've already tasted it. You've already kind of been there. You've been close enough. And number three, you have, I don't want to say, you don't have the best reputation in the league because what are the things they hold against Luka? He's out of shape, constant, all the time. He's always out of shape, always fighting with refs, and things of that nature.
And his defense is putrid.
And then that's another thing. His defense is trash. He couldn't guard a fucking traffic cone.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but it is what it is. Just prove us wrong, shut us up, and pull them pants up, and I'm slide them puppies.
Yeah.
But so that's why I say that there is the most pressure on him because, like, yeah, I look at Ant, and even though they're around the same age, Ant's always there. Ant was in the postseason. Ant's playing you saw what he did last year when he got hurt and came back. Everyone saw that injury. They thought he was going to be out for
the remaining of the playoffs.
Yeah,
like,
they thought he was cooked.
We were feeling bad, and to lose DiVincenzo in that
I forgot about that
game, that same game.
So to me, I just feel as though the pressure got to be on Luka when you put all of those things together. Now, obviously, the Lakers got to do their part, and they got to find the pieces to surround him with and put the right roster around him. But and I believe it will happen because I think I've seen Rob cook. He could cook when he really wants to.
I was just about to ask you because to your point where I think there's pressure from Luka is the fact that you're a superstar in LA. You're playing for the Los Angeles
That's another
Lakers.
thing, too. That adds another element also. It's different from Dallas.
And pressure on you to say, like, get it done here. You know, like, that's what we brought you here for. Like, if you don't get it done in LA, you're going to find yourself wearing your third jersey. You know what I mean?
Real shit, though.
Especially with the money that these guys are commanding and being paid, it's going to be, you know, it gets pricey quick, bro.
Yeah. Nah, real talk. So to me, it's him because everyone's won. Look, Tatum won, Joker won, Shea won, Jay Brunson won. And that's after being and I feel like that adds even more pressure because that was his teammate. And Dallas let him go. Imagine what that could have been.
That's where Dallas is fumbled, you know, this fumbled talent. I saw this interview with Mark Cuban talking about how, they didn't see, like, Jalen Brunson becoming what he became. And obviously, you knew that he worked hard and everything like that. But he, like you were saying, he didn't see it. And I'm like, but that's why you're an owner. You should shut up. You're not a talent evaluator, bro.
Thank you.
Like, I know that you own an NBA team. I don't think you really know shit about basketball like that.
Straight up. That's a fact.
Like,
I agree.
You know, I feel like everybody should just understand, like, cut the checks, support the team, market the team. And I'm not saying, like, he watches a game and doesn't know what a foul call is, but you're not a talent evaluator. If you were in that decision-making process, that's a problem. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're looking at a player, and we'll talk a little bit more when we talk about the draft, but it doesn't get spoken about enough, the mental aspect of the game and the intangible parts of the game.
Yeah.
Their charisma, their heart, their mentality. And we're talking about champions. When you look at champions, right, and you can tell me if my observation is wrong, every champion, their leader has a very specific, like, character type.
Yeah.
They're usually hyper-focused, good with confrontation, very responsible, and will accept accountability. Like those four. Whether it's LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Jalen Brunson, Shea, even Jokic, Steph Curry. I can just go on and on. None of those champions really have a personality like a James Harden. None of them really have a personality like a Luka.
Yeah.
Like, Luka's not necessarily like Mr. Party Animal, but remember when they won the championship not won the championship, but went to the finals
and he was having a beer, right outside of the locker room,
and he
had
had
to take it out of his hand. Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying?
So the pressure got to be on you because team building and team constructing, like, that's a variable that you can't really control. You're not in the front office. You're not the one making the decisions. Arguing with refs constantly, not staying in shape and being, game ready all the time. Like, think about, like, you were probably having the best stretch of your career last year before the playoffs started, and you still ended up getting hurt.
Mind you,
right before the
he
playoffs.
Came in great shape though. He came in all.
No, I know, but I'm saying though, that could have been just accumulation of the years of not taking care of yourself.
I was about to say that. No, and that's why. Yeah,
you get what I'm
saying?
saying?
100%.
You feel me? So it's like there's pressure on you, nigga, because the things that you can control, you haven't been at your optimum. You haven't came in the seasons in shape. I know I keep saying that, but that's a big thing because my G, you're a professional athlete. You look at these dudes, Bron, Steph, Kobe, Jordan, all these dudes, nigga, they came in ready. Oh, they're always ready. They're always coming to season locked in. Always. They don't need no warm up. They don't need, let me use November and December to get my legs up under me. Nah, nigga, they hitting the ground running game one, opening night.
Off the rip.
So to me, bro, like, nigga, nah, bro. To me, it's Luka. Luka got to get it done. You got to figure it out.
I believe so. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Luka ain't got to get it done because, like, ultimately your career could be looked at a lot differently should you not have won or should you not win anything.
Yeah.
You know, because Luka hasn't won an MVP yet. He hasn't won a championship yet. As much as we talk about how beautiful the playmaking is, his offensive genius, you know, how unstoppable he is, it hasn't accumulated into anything. And you could be very close. Like, people already call him kind of like a white James Harden.
Yo, but that's why I used to argue with my boy. My boy used to always say, shout out Justin. Me and him used to always argue that because he used to say that Luka was the best player in the league. Luka was the best player in the league. Luka was the best player in the league. I'm like, bruh, he's like another version of James Harden, bro. Like, he don't play defense. He always got the ball in his hands. His usage rate is crazy. So if it's not translating to like championships or deep runs in the playoffs consistently, it's like, you're essentially another James Harden. So I'm not giving Luka that. I'm not giving him a pass, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Why? Like, my thing with Ant-Man is that it might sound crazy, but I actually think Ant-Man's a better player than Luka.
Yeah, because he plays both ends.
Yeah, I don't think Ant-Man has nowhere near the passing capability of Luka. But when you talk about a player that rises, and when you think about Ant-Man's playoff run, bro, I mean, this dude was like slaying legends.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going at Steph, he was going at KD, he was going at LeBron, at Luka. Like, he fears nobody.
No man.
And he's always willing to, like you say, get down, slide your feet, hands active, at least taking on the challenge of guarding the other person's best player.
That's another thing you could control. That goes into the controllable. No one's saying you have to, like we talk about Steph, he's not a physically dominant defender, but he's a willing defender. He'll make his rotations.
Big time.
He'll call out. He's communicating constantly.
And he puts effort.
He knows where to be on the court.
Even in ISO situations when you try to go at Steph, I've seen Steph just put. It's not like when you watch Steph, if he gets scored on, I'm never looking at him like, dang, out of position. Dang, what was that? It's a blow by. It's usually like, dang, that's a tough shot. Like, he can put you into a tough shot. Even, I'm a Kyrie fan, so even when Kyrie was making them dance, it's not like Steph was playing bad defense. It's that Kyrie gonna make anybody dance.
Exactly. You can't stop Kyrie.
You can't stop Kyrie. But it's ever like Luka it's like a blow by, like just hips opening up and just saying, here, take the lane. And James Harden's the same thing. James Harden is like slouched over, and you beat him, and it is next move is to try to swipe at the ball, just do one of those lazy poke behind steals.
Yeah.
It's like I hate it. But why I say Ant-Man is because I feel like the tools are there. It's just man, those injuries, bro. Like I had picked Minnesota as a dark horse to make it out the West because having watched them closely, I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Should Minnesota just be firing on all cylinders?
They could beat anybody in the league.
They can really beat anybody. Like, it sounds, I'm not going to say it sounds crazy, but the likelihood of them just playing up to that standard, like almost playing perfect, is really hard to do. But, I mean, they picked Denver apart. Who did they play after Denver? It wasn't OKC. It was San Antonio.
Yeah, San
Antonio.
Yeah.
And even San Antonio, man, I mean, albeit Ant-Man completely hobbled. I mean,
playing on one leg. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Played on one fucking leg.
Literally,
got some heart.
Really no legs because he was dealing with the right knee injury.
And he had issues also,
and swelling in that too. Remember in early episodes, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did some type of cleanup surgery.
Yeah, you did say that.
Not like anything major, but just like if there's any scar tissue, any inflammation in there, if they just go clear that up. He spends a good part of the summer just kind of rehabbing and trying to get his legs back, you know, because Stephon Castle's a great defender. You're not cutting Anthony Edwards off that many times.
You're not holding him. Yeah.
Like, you know, I just seen a lot of times where like Ant-Man's trying to go and try to blow by. And he's just like, and I know he just saying his legs aren't there. His knee is in this huge wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gutting this out. DiVincenzo, big part of their team, gets hurt. And it was tough. It was tough for him. But I feel like God's willing, they stay healthy. I mean, maybe y'all know by now, Lamelo's now on the team. I hate that they gave up Naz Reid. I know we're going to get into that segment later, but I just want to see what else they put around that team because I still feel like Minnesota's a dangerous team.
Oh, for sure.
With Daniels, Lamelo, and Ant-Man as a core three. You fill out the rest of that roster properly, that gets spooky in the West. I feel like they can play with a lot more tempo, a lot more pace, and I feel like Ant-Man just has all the tools. If he's healthy, he really has all the tools to get it done. Yeah. And I would say they have a shot against anybody who comes out the East, bro, honestly.
No, I agree, 1,000% West. But no, you good.
No, I'm saying like Ant-Man comes out the East. Like whoever, if they were to make it out the West,
they could beat anyone in the East. I apologize. Okay, I'm sorry. I heard you wrong. No, I agree. Yeah. But I mean, the pressure still is on Ant as well. He got to get it. He got to get over the hump. He got to get it done because you knocked on the door now for the last the 2 out of the last 3 years you've been in the conference finals. So I don't disagree with that. But nah. Luka got to get it done.
I feel it. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at putting more. And he's an older player. Ant-Man at 25, we still feel like it got a good 7-year, 8-year window.
And you're considered. A lot of people got Luka top 3. I don't know. There's not a lot of people who got Ant top 3. I don't know why though.
I don't know why people don't.
They don't have Ant top 5. If you think about it, all right. So come on, the top 5.
Yeah.
I'm not no order. Joker, Giannis, Luka, Shea. Yeah, I'm gonna throw Shea in there.
Yeah, Shea's definitely. I mean, he's 2-time MVP.
Yeah, Shea's top 5. JB,
Jalen Brunson, top 5. I don't think people put Jalen Brunson top 5 really just yet.
Jason Tatum,
he's been top 5 combos for sure.
I'm saying, who you gonna throw in that 5 spot?
I mean, I would put Ant-Man there.
You would?
I would put Ant-Man there. Like, for me, the top 5 list is like fluid. It's year by year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So like, if I were just to go like this past year, definitely Luka, Shea,
Joker. You gotta throw him in there.
You gotta put him in there. Like I said, Ant-Man's in my top 5, so I'll throw him in there. And then even as a 5th, who would have been like a 5th this year? It's so because as great as the Knicks had as a year, like I'm not gonna pretend like Brunson was like the overwhelmingly dominant.
Yeah,
you know
of course.
What I'm saying?
No,
like,
I agree.
Obviously an all-star, obviously a great player. You know what I'm saying? But no one was bringing up Jalen Brunson's name in MVP conversations. Like my top 5 is like the MVP candidates of the league. You know what I mean?
I want to say Wemby, but I don't want to say Wemby for like Wemby. Top 5 in the league.
No, last year he got to be because he was heavily in MVP conversations. So you got to put Wemby in that as well.
He was the defensive player of the year.
But I
too,
get
so.
how people don't. I don't know, bro. We're in a weird era of basketball when it comes to stars, because this is probably like the most hated stars we've seen in our lifetime.
Word.
Like and we get it. Some of it is because of how analytics has played a part in basketball
And social media.
And social media.
Because a lot of voices that wouldn't have been heard before are heard now. Like, you go through a comment section, there's fucking randoms, people, you know what I'm saying? So it's the internet too that just makes everything louder.
A big time.
And just makes the scrutiny louder. So it's a lot of things that play into it. I agree though, it is a weird, it is a weird era. I agree.
Like bro, like growing up watching basketball in the 2000s, right? It's like when you heard a name like KG, it's like a reverence. It's like, yo, that's KG. Like, he's on Minnesota, like holding this franchise up, like some Greek mythos. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Atlas that did that in Greek mythology, right? But now, if you put KG in like 2020 or like 2015, it'll be like, oh man, he's overrated. He's a bum. I was like, bro, y'all don't see this man carrying this franchise, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he can't, like, all that negative.
Or even like the disrespect that like Barkley gets.
Yo,
that shit drives me crazy,
bro.
bro.
Oh my God, yes.
Yo.
Oh my God, yeah.
Bro, the way people talk about him, bro, you would think he's some like fat scrub at fucking LA Fitness or some shit.
But honestly, they do that with like everything, bro. Like it's even like when some people try to talk about like Michael Jackson, like, oh, such and such is a Michael Jackson of this generation. No, they not. Are not.
Nobody is.
Nobody is, and no one ever will be. Like I think, like the younger generation doesn't understand what fame used to be, like what it used to mean.
Yeah,
like. Because of social media and the overexposure to things, fame has gotten so diluted, and like really most people are just popular. Not a lot of people are famous.
Yeah.
You know? And that's something totally different with Michael, totally different with Whitney Houston or Prince. But these
even a Michael Jordan to an extent.
No, not even to like Michael Jordan was a global phenom with no social media.
Yeah.
Like when you go watch that Dream Team documentary and you see hordes of people in Europe following him, that's not because they followed him on the Instagram.
Nope.
It's because his likeness was that he made basketball global.
Yep.
So I mean, to get back to the point with like the superstars is that when you asked me that question, if who has the most pressure, I was like, dang. In a weird way, I know a lot of teams are getting rings in the last 8 years, but also I feel like that pressure has been taken off greatly because as a culture, there's so much people saying like, well, ring culture is bad and you don't need to win a ring and da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if NBA fans look at players to win the same way they used to in the
real
past.
fans do.
The real fans, like, because we understand, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, it's like, okay.
I would say that's more of a casual thing. I'm gonna let you finish your point.
I can see it.
I think, like, like me, you, like O-Town, like people who really talk this shit, like, bro, you gotta win, nigga.
Right.
You need.
But okay, so like you're right, because it is a casual thing. But let me ask you.
Go ahead.
How many NBA fans do you think are like us versus are
the casual? Yeah.
Like,
okay. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to guess, it's probably like a 55-45.
Maybe even 60-40.
Yeah.
No, if we're being realistic.
Most people are casual.
You're true. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Most people are very, very casual.
I agree.
Bro, we just rang off 70s teams that won. Like off the dome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just fact checked ourselves. And we were really accurate in our description of that. Most NBA fans can't do that.
Couldn't even tell you from 10 years ago.
Not even, right?
Not even the last 4 years ago. They couldn't even tell you the last time the Warriors won a chip.
Nope.
Yeah, I keep bringing up Steph. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, Steph is a GOAT, bro. Steph is a GOAT. But that's what I mean. Like, we understand that for all our lives, for better or for worse, your greatness was not solely defined on championships, but kind of solidified. It solidified who you were. Yeah. Like Jordan, the pressure was on Jordan because the whole league knew like he was that. Like, you're the best player in the league.
Before he even won.
Solidify it. Win. Beat people. Isaiah Thomas had to solidify himself. Like, there's a reason why you can never play with Isaiah Thomas the way people play with Charles Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got it done twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Magic Johnson 5 times, Jordan 6 times, LeBron
Bird,
4,
Bird 3 times, Kobe
you know
5, Steph 4.
You know, and I'm not even saying you have to win that much. I think people will never play with Dirk's name like that.
Yeah.
Dirk's won championship.
Real shit though, yeah. That's a great example.
Has so much weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Paul Pierce, KG, and Ray Allen solidified themselves
with just that one chip.
That one chip.
Yeah.
Remember I brought up Ray Allen in our last pod about how people really don't speak with him in a certain light, like because they try to regulate him to just a shooter and not an overall player. But when you talk about someone who's won twice, and is probably one of the most clutch players we've ever seen, and if I'm not mistaken, he hit a game winner against Allen Iverson at the NCAA championship when there was UConn versus Georgetown, right? Yeah, that was Ray Allen that hit the game winner.
I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Let me see.
Confidently, I'll keep it a buck.
Let me do a quick. I'll see if I can find a clip. Ray Allen winner. UConn. Yeah, bro. Check this out.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So he's been doing that shit since college. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like,
damn, I didn't even know
I'd
that.
be looking at people like, I know people think Ray Allen's just like, that's why I say I don't know if I put Shea top 10.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I can really put Shea ahead of Ray Allen. I know that might sound crazy to y'all because y'all love this bag work and you guys love high usage rate players, but Ray Allen, one, I don't think there's a moment in Shea's career that is more impactful than Ray Allen's corner 3 for the Heat.
Up until this point, absolutely not. I'll go even further. Didn't he have like a 50-point game in the finals or some crazy shit like that when they beat the Lakers, I think?
Yeah.
It was in LA, I think. That in itself, I don't think Shea's even had a moment like that.
Bro, he's had huge games, bro. Like, bro, one of the best playoff series of all time is that I think it's the first round in 2008. 8 or 9, but the Bulls
in it. Yeah, that was 9 because KG was hurt. I remember.
KG was hurt? Okay.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was definitely 2009. Was it 09?
I feel like it was 08, bro. I think that was part of their championship
It probably
run.
was 08. I'm tripping.
Because I remember that was like my junior year in high school. I remember watching that shit like, bro, these are gods to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I've never seen a shooting clinic like that between Ben Gordon and Ray Allen. They were going stupid. I'm like, bro, do these niggas not miss?
Okay, it was 2000. No, it was 2009.
It was 2009?
Yeah, it was 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
Was that the 08? That was the 08-09 season?
08-09 season.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember, but that series was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it would have to be 2009 because that was Derrick Rose's rookie year.
And then they still had Ben Gordon. You remember John Salmons was fucking hooping.
Bro.
They still had Kirk Heinrich.
Yep.
Andres Nocioni, I think, was on that team. I think Joakim was on that team too.
Joakim was on there. Derrick Rose, of course.
Who else? Derrick Rose.
You said Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon.
Yeah.
They gave Boston hell.
Yeah, bro, they gave Boston hell for sure.
I loved that iteration of the Bulls, those few years.
Yeah.
I loved that team,
they were
bro.
Tough,
they were
bro.
tough.
They were tough.
They played defense.
Yep.
Bro. They were fun to watch, bro.
Highlights. I mean, it was insane, man.
Kirk Heinrich was a problem.
Captain Kirk, man. You see him,
he used to lock up.
With the glasses, oh my God.
He used to lock up, bro. Shout out to that Bulls team,
man. But think about Ray was killing. He had like a 40 ball, maybe. I have to look at. I don't know if it was once or twice during that series, but I just remember him going crazy.
Yeah,
it felt like every game Ray Allen just came in with heat on his hand, absolutely on fire, bro.
Yeah. So. Definitely gets disrespected for sure.
Yeah, so when we talk about ring culture, I feel like nowadays, right, these players get paid so much money. It's that is a ring. You want ring or supermax contract?
Yeah.
You want to get paid 60, 50 million plus a year or the ring. You know what I mean? So it's fans kind of look at it from a different aspect, and it's like, oh, they didn't get a ring, they already won that life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When, okay, we get the life thing, that's all cool and fine. Y'all make a lot of money. Everybody in the league makes a lot of money. Everybody in the league has
getting
quote
paid.
unquote won at life and is getting paid. Like who cares?
The 15th guy on the bench
is making
$2-3 million
easily
a year, and he ain't even getting PT.
Exactly, easily. So honestly, getting paid to do less work.
Yeah,
right?
real shit though.
And from a competitive standpoint, you want to see like how great can you be? Do you rise in moments? Do you fold in moments? That is what we look at, and then I think we as fans who are critical but fair can look at things and be like we look at Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And we're not going like, man, Ant-Man folded. Oh my God, he sucked. He don't get it done.
Yeah.
It's like we looked at him like, bro, you gutted that shit out last year. You really laid it all on the map.
Yeah.
Like you can't. There's nothing for me to criticize Ant-Man about from last year.
There are players. There are superstar players. I'm not even going. We're not going to call out no names. There are superstar players in this league that have sat out in playoff games for a lot less.
A lot less. Much less a hyper-extended knee that you only missed one game.
Came back after like 9 days, bro.
Yeah.
Or 8 days. I think it was some shit like that.
Yeah. It was like between rounds, yeah.
Yeah. Niggas' knees is feeling funny, and then they won't play the next playoff game.
Nope. You get a broken finger. Kobe Bryant won a championship with a broken finger. But that's
what are we even talking about,
like
bro?
that, and that to me, that's why I say the pressure is on Ant-Man, because one, the pressure comes twofold for Ant-Man. He's the last American superstar we have in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, can you bring basketball back?
Yeah, damn. I didn't even think about that. You're right.
On that level.
Tatum. Who else?
Tatum is, but you know what it is with why I say like Ant-Man's a superstar is because he's marketable. I'm talking this is outside of basketball now.
Yeah.
Like Ant-Man's almost like he's more of a cultural thing than Tatum is.
Okay,
I don't want to say he's an icon yet.
Yeah.
But,
I know you were ready to say it,
not yet, but
yeah.
you know, Ant-Man is with Barack Obama, the Adidas campaign. Like
I see what you're saying.
Ant-Man's making Adidas cool again, and you know, him just bringing that Atlanta swag, and it's so black. It's it's so black American. Like you know, Tatum is like, you know,
more clean cut, more, you know, family man.
Not even just definitely a family man, but just like Tatum's personality is very like kind of, I don't want to say cookie cutter. It's not dynamic.
Yeah,
he's a laid back dude.
Yeah, he's chill.
You know,
people
people clown him for trying to aura farm or like not having any aura. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the complete opposite. Like you don't see him marketed the same way. Like he has nice shoes. I see people hoop in his shoes.
Yeah,
but I
fuck with him.
Yeah, no, his shoes are dope.
Yeah,
but Ant-Man's shoes got that a little bit more of a cool factor because of it's Ant-Man.
It's Ant-Man who he is, and like his like you said, the swag, and
no, I
agree.
know what I'm saying? Like
he really represents the South. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He pulling up in wife beaters and gray shorts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
with
saying?
Atlanta fitted.
With the Atlanta was it
Braves fitted. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to top that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only two. But it's just an interesting question because where we are in basketball, a lot of people are winning, and at the same time, I feel like the culture has slightly shifted away from at least the championship aspect of basketball. But with that being said, you want to get into some of the chaos that's been happening over the last 3-4 days?
Full in effect. Is Miami back? No, but yo, they made a big ass move. Y'all boys, I will shout out to you guys because you guys pulled the trigger.
It finally happened.
You finally got something done.
I mean, wasn't it last year that Pat Riley literally made no moves? Like the Heat were the only team to not make a trade, a cut, an addition, a nothing last year.
Nothing.
And for years, how many trade rumors have the Heat had over the last 5 to 4 years?
Fumbled it. KD was in talks. They were they was trying to get him up out of Phoenix, and even before Phoenix, Brooklyn, when they was getting ready to trade him in Brooklyn, So Miami fumbled on a lot of shit.
Miami had Kyrie rumors, bro.
Yeah.
You remember that? Mm-hmm. And Giannis rumors were really heavy the last 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm. So let's look at these trade details right here. The Miami Heat have acquired former Finals MVP, former NBA MVP, former Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mm-hmm. He's going to the Heat with Bobby Portis. The Bucks received Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Kasparis Yakuya. I don't even know how to say this guy's name.
Yeah, he
no disrespect. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the number 13 pick from the draft this year. 2 first-round picks in 2031 and 33.
Oh, my gosh.
A pick swap in 2030 and a second-round pick in 2033.
Oh, my Jesus.
Clearly, they gave up a lot. I got a lot to say.
They gave up a lot. Hey,
I got a lot to say.
You go first. You go first. Please, you go first.
Listen, we live in Florida, right? This pod is based in Florida, South Florida. So obviously, you know, it's Heat Nation. Mm-hmm. You guys are a 6 seed at best.
I said that. I said 6 seed, 5th seed on a good day.
With the current roster. And look, I'm not saying that they're not going to make no more moves to fill the roster out. It's still extremely early. Like, the season just ended 2 weeks ago. But if they cannot go into the season with this same roster, or even, we're going to, get these guys from out of nowhere and we're going to develop them and Heat culture and this is what we do and this and that. If y'all think that y'all going to go into the season with that mindset, y'all are not winning anything. I'm telling them right now, you guys need more. You need a dynamic guard. And y'all got to figure out how y'all going to play Bam and Giannis, because if everyone knows Giannis's play style, top of the key, he's either crashing the board and pushing it in transition, or he's getting it top of the key, pick and roll straight to the rack.
Yeah, either that or he'll get on the block every now and then.
Yeah, he does too.
He'll get on the block every now and then too.
I mean, especially now that he's older. Yeah, when he was younger, he was probably pushing the pace more. But if y'all think that Bam is about to become Brook Lopez and he's about to just be standing in the corner and to just catch and shoot, y'all got another thing coming for y'all, bro. You guys need, to me, they need a dynamic guard. They need someone who, because if I look at their starting five,
bro, if you let a lot of people in Heat Nation tell you, they'll say what's the point guard's name right now?
Don't say Davion Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell.
No,
they're saying, bro. Hold on.
No.
All right, before you continue, I just want to tell you some takes.
Go ahead.
That I've heard so far. First of all, I've heard from Heat fans that it's almost all but guaranteed that they win a championship, because whenever the Heat get a superstar, they win a championship. I'm like, when did y'all become the Lakers? Like, they're trying to take the Lakers swag with that one. I said, okay. I mean, you got LeBron and Chris Bosh. Hard to argue with that. You said Shaq. I said, Shaq was on the. I'll give it to him. Shaq was on,
nigga,
on
but
the
that
decline.
was Dwayne Wade's chick.
I know it. I know it.
Like,
I know it. I know it. I know it.
What are we talking about, bro?
I'm trying to be fair to him. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair to the Heat Nation. I don't want to sound like a hater.
This should be pissing me off, bro.
And then they said, and Jimmy Butler.
Bruh.
I said, I want to be clear about something. At no point was Jimmy Butler a star prior to the Heat. He became a star while he was on the Heat. And someone said, oh, he was a star in the Bulls. No, he was not. He was a second-round pick who broke rotation because he's a grinder. Oh, he was a star in Minnesota. No, he was not. There's not a star player who doesn't make an All-NBA second team in the NBA. Am I capping right now?
So I wouldn't have said. So I mean, yeah, he wasn't a star.
He's a notable name,
but he notable name, and he was an impact player because.
But I just want to stick to the word star.
Okay, yes.
When I say a player is a star, you are not just an all-star, but you're a second team. You are a second team All-NBA player.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
that's like the bare minimum I need from you.
Third team also. You can make the case for third team. You could be third team and be a star.
Maybe my standards are high.
Yeah.
Maybe third. Maybe
Because they're players who are popular, and they they may not necessarily be like, look at Lamelo.
I wouldn't.
Lamelo's a star.
I wouldn't say Lamelo.
He doesn't have the hardware, and he doesn't win.
That's what I'm saying. My standard for star, my standard for star is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe it's too high, and I'm willing to concede that. If we're saying my standard for a star player,
and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because for me, like I'm very selective with who I say. Like I believe Jalen Brunson is a star that is now a superstar.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like
I hear you.
I need to see real impact. Oh, he's top 10 type caliber, because I don't think there's that many stars. Because like, if I were to say LaMelo's a star in the NBA, there's a ton of stars in the NBA. I could say Brandon Miller's a star. I could say,
but I say that too because of the social media presence.
that's what I was to say. The outside, like they're notable, and I think LaMelo's a hell of a talent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But this is to get back, because this is about the Heat. This is really about the Heat. Let me not get off on a tangent.
Let's lock in.
This is about the Heat, y'all. They asked me if I want to join the bandwagon, and here's the thing: I fuck with the Heat. I'm a Heat supporter, but like I'm a Heat realist at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. This was indeed a great move. I want y'all to understand for something, right? You are no longer a playing team. You are no longer a 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th seed type of team. I got you, like you said, 6th seed, 5th seed. I think he's that good, though. He'll take you from out of the depths of hell,
and just off him alone, he'll be a 6 seed.
Just off him alone, you'll be a
and your system, the fact that just the way Miami's ran, and just the discipline, and they'll definitely be in the playoffs next year. No, that's not even a question.
Don't get me wrong. Top 5 defense this year,
for sure.
Top 5 defense this year. However, Heat fans, I know you guys. I know Heat fans very well. You guys don't watch the rest of the NBA. You just watch the Heat. I would say a lot of you never watched Giannis when he played with Dame. Giannis is not a great screen setter. He's not a great screen and roll. The way we thought, when they got Dame, oh my God, every basketball head was like, this pick and roll action gonna be unstoppable.
I was never convinced. I had to see it. When that trade happened, I saw that. When I saw it happen, I was like, okay, yeah, they're gonna be a good team. They're going to get wins. They're going to win in the season. They're going to be a 50-win team. But I wasn't necessarily convinced that was automatic, like they were about to just hit the ground running and dominate the league.
But you see, I wasn't thinking dominate the league. I literally was thinking actions with Giannis and Dame. I was thinking the way Jokic and Jamal Murray dribble handoff actions, pick and roll actions, screen, pick and pop actions. I mean, the pick and pop is not going to be a thing for Giannis.
Yeah.
But even if Giannis is rolled short and he can get to the elbow and have his old elbow free throw jumper, you know what I'm saying?
Which he hits.
Like, Dame's range is as close to Steph Curry as they're going to get without being Steph Curry. Like, you can't, blitz Dame off screens with Giannis. Like, he's going to be able to get some one-on-ones in there.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to, if you screen, he's going to be able to turn the corner, get downhill. Like, I'm thinking that should be, like, that alone is going to make it hard to mess with him. And then you saw him play together and say, Giannis is setting some of the weakest screens you've seen. He don't really understand how to roll, and I get it because usually he's a ball handler, getting the screens, trying to turn, like you said, downhill, and he don't know how to adjust and do something else. It looked crazy.
Yeah. It just didn't look like it wasn't fluid.
Exactly. It wasn't at all, and then it became more, and not to mention the Bucks folded, just unnecessarily firing the coach's name who replaced Budenholzer.
Adrian Griffin.
I thought
that didn't help either.
That didn't help. And then he bring in Doc Rivers. And so you had and then the injuries start to add up, and then Dame got hurt with, it was a mess. Now, how Bam and Giannis fit together, I have no clue. Y'all tried turning Bam into some type of stretch four last year. It didn't bode well for you.
And they just saw it last year too with Miles Turner. because to an extent, he's kind of similar to Bam. Maybe he doesn't dribble the ball as much. He can't, do some of the playmaking things that Bam does. But in terms of their like archetype, they're similar players. Similar in size, you know what I'm saying? They're like Miles Turner's like 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah.
Bam's like 6'9", around that range. Maybe 6'8", maybe a little.
Yeah, he's like
6'9".
6'9". He's a short big. But he's hyper athletic. He's great on defense.
He has some guard skills.
Has some guard skills, but his guard skills don't bode well. Like, because even y'all try to turn Bam into a point forward. So it's like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, Bam ain't gonna be dribbling up the ball a lot. Giannis gonna be dribbling up the ball. Bam can't operate in the paint. Bam loves those little teardrop, elbow jump shots,
little 15, 17 footers. Yeah,
Giannis gonna clog up a lot of that space. That not you're gonna run big on big action with pause with Bam and Giannis. A lot remains to be. Not to mention the lack of perimeter shooting from that team.
Yeah.
Not to mention the lack of guard play from that team.
Yeah.
Norman Powell's a free agent, right?
Yeah, and they're not even gonna be able to re-sign him.
Nope.
Because the amount of money he's gonna want after last year, he was an All-Star last year. He's gonna get a good contract.
Yeah.
Especially now too. I think he's like 32, 33, so he's already on the other side.
Yeah, this would be his time to get his bag.
You know what I'm saying?
He watched. Norman Powell has been a consummate professional everywhere he's gone. Quiet, hardworking, shows up, productive. He should have had a $100 million contract by this point.
For sure.
So he's gonna look for that $100 million contract. And like you said, being in his early 30s, he's gonna want that security. He ain't gonna mess around with Miami for no 1-2 years.
Yeah, or no mid-level exception or what y'all niggas try to give me like 15. He's worth at least 25 mil.
Easily.
At least.
25, I'll say Norman Powell
maybe even 30.
I was going to say 30, 32 mil a year.
Just 30, but I wouldn't go that high just because he doesn't have the hard, he doesn't make no All-NBA teams.
Man, bro,
or like,
I
you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say the young bull from Minnesota just got an extension for
112, 5 years. So that's
But he's young. I get the age part of it.
Yeah.
But I've seen teams pay more for way less. For like way less. And like you said, he doesn't have, like last year was an all-star. And then even the year before that on the Clippers, when Kawhi was out, when Paul George was out, and it was just him, he was hooping. He was getting like 20 a game. And he was a French all-star.
Yeah.
So if you get Norman Powell on your team, it's not even like some inefficient shot chucker. He's really cooking. Like he's really, really cooking. He's like that.
And he was the best player on the Heat last year.
And he's a good defender.
So they're not going to be able to re-sign him.
Nah.
Y'all don't got no shooters.
Not to get too far off track, where would you want to see him go if he doesn't resign with the Heat? What team do you think can use him the most?
I could see Detroit.
I was thinking Detroit
because they need a second scorer who could get his shit off the dribble.
I was thinking Detroit. I think Houston needs him.
Yeah.
I can see
Houston needs but they're getting Fred back, so
yeah. But I feel like they can't shoot three. Like they cannot shoot.
Yeah.
Like Amen Thompson.
Yeah.
Like they need.
I can see Houston, but can they afford him though?
No,
they paid Sengun. They already got KD's
but that's
contract.
What I heard Sengun and KD is on trade block. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But he has a few options. I can see the Lakers needing him, honestly.
Yeah.
I can see the Lakers.
Yeah.
There's a few teams. There's a few teams.
But then you already got AR, bro. So it's like.
Yeah. But also I can see Denver needing him.
Denver, that'd be a great spot. Yeah.
There's a few teams out there.
There's a few teams that can use him.
But I said all I can say about the Heat. The Heat have more work to be done. Heat fans, who saw a little bit.
You need shooters. You need to go after. To me, they need to go after Kyrie. I think that's who because him and Giannis will be on the same timeline. They're only 2 years apart in age. Kyrie could take a lot of pressure off of Giannis in terms of just another scorer who could get his shot off the dribble.
And another dynamic ball handler.
Exactly, another dynamic ball handler. So, and you guys might be listening. Y'all might think, well, you guys just said Dame and they're kind of similar players, so how would that work? I think Kyrie is a better off-ball player.
He's a better off-ball player
than Dame is.
And Dame's game is very two-dimensional. It is layup, threes.
Yeah, Kyrie plays All facets of the game.
All
okay.
3 levels.
Yeah.
And
5 levels, really.
Yeah, and Kyrie can post up. Kyrie can move without the ball. Kyrie is. Dame don't. Really, I mean, he hasn't played on a lot of teams for him to be in catch and shoot positions.
Yeah.
But Kyrie's a really efficient catch and shoot player.
Yep.
Like Kyrie's offensive repertoire is better than Dame's.
Yeah. So I could see, if I was Miami, I'm calling Dallas, especially since all the moves that they're making and just resetting their franchise. They're probably gonna want to put Kyrie in a position to where he could compete. So if I'm Miami, I'm calling them.
And Kyrie's still on a cheap contract.
Yeah, for
very movable and very valuable.
Yeah,
so Kyrie makes sense.
For what you're gonna get, I'm calling Dallas like yesterday.
Yeah, Dallas
you know what I'm
is
saying?
rebuilding.
You need shooters, bro. You need to go after people like, I'm thinking like Malik Beasley. I don't think he's signed anywhere.
Wait.
I don't think he signed with anyone.
Malik Beasley is having his own Taz Angels thing in Puerto Rico. I don't think he does.
Shit.
It's cooked.
Yeah, I was just about to say he ain't get signed since Detroit.
He's cooked.
Word?
He's cooked,
That
bro.
motherfucker could shoot, bro.
He can.
He'd be great on that team, bro.
You know, he got that stench on him, especially I think he got mixed up in some gambling stuff too.
But I think his name got cleared from that though.
It's still the stench.
I would have sued the shit out of the NBA because he was about to get a contract.
But if he
or not the NBA, whoever the fuck was trying to throw him in that gambling shit, he was about to get paid after Detroit. He had a great year that year, bro.
But he's living the winning life in Puerto Rico, dog.
I know.
He's that way coming.
Damn,
hey, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, man.
Because honestly, I was thinking about him.
His snap looking sound like this dude here, man. He ain't worried about coming back, bro. I don't think he worried about coming back. And I think once he got that stench on the end of the league with all that, whether you can't get it off you. But
yeah,
outside the Heat, man, there's been other things going on.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, bro, tough luck going back to New York after they win a championship for the Knicks, and you got to play for the Nets.
Yeah. Sent his ass to Brooklyn.
Minnesota said they looked at that playoff series and said, ugh.
I think that was also a money thing.
It was
because they knew they were gonna re-sign Ayo. I feel like they knew that going into. So,
but outside of the money, when you watch what Julius Randle did in that playoff series against San Antonio, it was so. And he didn't have a great series necessarily against Denver either.
Yeah,
they looked at him and was like, "Nah, bro, we gonna send you to the pits of hell in Brooklyn. Like you are gonna, you can play for our next contract."
Yeah,
like that's what Brooklyn's franchise has become. Come play for your next contract.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, him and Michael Porter Jr. on the same team is gonna be insane.
That's hilarious. Yo,
like
the amount of shot chucking.
Oh man, Cam Johnson. They have to get rid of Cam. Yo, that coach is going to lose his mind.
I'm gonna pray for him next year.
Press thoughts and prayers for sure.
Yep.
But Minnesota got LaMelo Ball.
Yep, traded for Lamelo.
Any initial thoughts on LaMelo Ball?
Let's first look at some of the trade details so we can see exactly what they gave up for him. Let's see what's going on right here. Okay. Trying to see picks. Okay, so Charlotte Hornets, they traded LaMelo and Josh Green to Minnesota for Naz Reid and a series of draft picks. The draft picks include the 2033 unprotected first round and 3 second-round picks, 2029, 2032, 2033. And Charlotte also gets pick swaps in 2028, 2029, and 2030. So essentially, they're all their draft capital for the next decade.
Yeah, and you gave up Naz Reid as well.
And Naz Reid as well. So
the Naz Reid one is what killed me with the trade. I was like, damn. Because how is Naz Reid off the roster, but Rudy Gobert is still here?
On there.
And Minnesota has done this twice now with their future, taking big. Do you remember what they gave up for Rudy Gobert initially?
yeah, it was like 5 first-round picks or some shit like that. Yeah, it was some crazy.
For
Yeah,
Rudy?
it was some crazy.
I was like, you just blew up your future. Thank God you got Ant-Man.
Yeah.
For Rudy Gobert. Now, you trade away Naz Reid, and I do think LaMelo Ball is a better player than Naz Reid.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's not about that. It's that fit for the team. Naz Reid was an absolute killer from the corner three. A 6'11" big who had ball handling skills, touch around the rim, and gave you scoring from, low posts, corner threes, was able to run and could isolate and get his own shot. And mind you, 6'11". So now your front court has no scoring.
And I'm sorry
no size.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna let you finish. And another thing too, bro, he played his role.
Big time.
Played his role.
Big time.
Was a 6-man. He knew when it was his time to cook. Team player. Probably could average 20, 25 if he wanted to.
Easily.
But, accepted his role and, ate where he could. So that's another thing too that you got to throw that shit in there with players, bro. Niggas who could accept their roles, bro. Niggas who's not just trying to jack 25 shots up a game and, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Bro, and I like to your point in playing his role is the team fuck with each other.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
That team was a tight-knit team, so I know it hurt to see him go.
Yeah.
But I do get it because for the last couple years, the point guard position was not really a thing for them.
It wasn't the best. Conley was serviceable, but
he's older now.
Yeah, he's only so he can't really give you much.
I'll say this on a positive note because they're gonna miss Naz Reid for sure, but hopefully you can find another big or bigs because I don't know what your front court is now. If it's just an old Rudy Gobert who is offensively inept.
Yeah.
This could potentially be one of the best things to happen, not just for Ant-Man, but for LaMelo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
I've long said LaMelo Ball is talented, but he's an immature fuckhead. Like, he's too immature for that talent to be realized. And that was my point about the people who win championships having a certain character type. It's not just talent. It's
how you move, bro. How you move, yo.
I believe for LaMelo Ball, being able to play alongside a vet like Mike Conley could be one of the best things to happen to his career. I think now he can start to piece it all together. And for the first time in your career, you're truly going to be playing winning basketball. Important and meaningful basketball.
Because Minnesota got expectations now.
They got big expectations.
Yeah.
For Ant-Man, I'm so happy for you, bro. No more double teams at half court. No more blitzing you on pick and roll.
They can't now.
You, Ant-Man, who you've worked hard on your three-point shot, and it's become a legitimate part of your arsenal. Now you get to take open catch-and-shoot threes instead of having to always create tween. You
everything off the dribble,
might be elevated to a legitimate MVP at this point because you're going to be playing alongside one of the best playmakers and decision makers and passers in basketball. I think the game is about to be made so easy for Ant.
And that's why I'm not because usually when I look at like a score first, because it's weird with LaMelo. Like, he's a score first point guard because he averages like 20, 25, 26 a game, but then he's not. He really is a pass first player.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not mad that they made this trade because, you would think, okay, like you put those two in the backcourt, LaMelo got the ball in his hands, but Ant-Man, he wants to eat. So how is that going to work? But LaMelo is truly, I think he's a pass first.
Yeah. No, he's a facilitator. And I got to watch him play live last year too. His vision's crazy. McDaniels, those cuts, you're gonna get hit on those cuts. When you're running in transition,
they're going to be hell in transition for teams.
It's gonna be tough.
Yo, you with LaMelo pushing the ball, you got fucking Jaden and Ant-Man on the wing, just crashing the paint, bro. What?
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna the pace of the game is gonna be played a lot faster. You'll be able to push the pace, slow it down. Like it's gonna be beautiful to watch. Like I said, Mike Conley as a vet, I feel like Mike Conley just as a person, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna pour so much into him, LaMelo, and I'm happy for LaMelo. I'm hoping LaMelo is gonna come in with a sponge mindset and just absorb all the knowledge, all the wisdom that someone like Mike Conley has to offer, because he's been around this league for a long time. He's stayed in great shape the whole time. He's played in big playoff games. He knows what it's like to be the face of a franchise and being in Memphis and leading that grindhouse squad.
You can even learn from Ant too. Ant,
well, yeah, of course.
Ant got some hardware, but
yeah.
you know, Ant is playing meaningful basketball.
And it's someone who wants to win, and now you're gonna understand, like, okay, this is what it means to really be a winner. And I think, bro, if they get the right bigs, they can get it done. They if they're healthy enough, they can get it done.
Because they did lose size with losing Randall and losing Nas, and that was the thing about Minnesota that made them so tough these last few years, was that they were a big team and they're extremely physical.
And they had
even
tough guards.
Excuse me, I'm like screaming into the camera. Even before Julius Randle, you still had Cat, who's a legit 6'11", 6'10", with Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels and Ant-Man. So you had a big team, plus a 6'11" Naj Reid coming off the bench. So you did lose a lot of what made you such a tough matchup for, you know, the West the last few years. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to see how it all plays out, bro. I'm interested to see the level of effort that LaMelo's going to give on defense. And see how, you know, but I believe in.
You know, even though he's not great at defense, one thing I will say about Rudy is that he's still a very good defender, and that he can clean up a lot of any mistakes made on defense as it pertains to, you know, sliding feed, misassignment, stuff like that. He does clean up a lot
and stuff like that.
But overall, like I said, they have to get some scoring from their front court, and you know, I guess you go McDaniels at small forward, LaMelo at point guard, Anthony Edwards at the 2. That's great wings. I know the small forwards kind of wing and front court type thing, but you need somebody to play alongside Rudy who can stretch the floor but also give some legit size to go up against teams like OKC and teams like San Antonio. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in a pickle come playoff time. Anything else to that we said we can do a quick check.
Dallas signed the former head coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, man. Listen, won a national championship. He turned around FAU's program prior to going to Michigan, and he did what I didn't even think was possible.
Dusty May.
Dusty May is probably one of the best basketball minds out right now. What a steal. That is such a good hire.
It's Masai Ujiri cooking.
Yeah. The players around Cooper Flagg haven't been put around him just yet, but head coach is a hell of a great start.
Great start, yeah. I agree.
When we talked about Jason Kidd leaving, we were wondering, well, who you gonna get? I had no clue he was even an option. But this truly makes sense. If you watch what he did with the FAU program, I didn't think FAU could be like a national contender in the NCAA. And he did it. And then he went to a bigger program with more resources and got the job done and won a national championship. And now he's heading to the NBA and has a chance to form the next superstar in Cooper Flagg. And I think he can get the job done as far as developing that talent, as far as developing a winning mindset in that locker room. And if the front office continues to put the right pieces around them, you will see Dallas in the next 2 to 3 years be a Western Conference contender.
I don't disagree with anything you say. I think he's one of the best basketball minds, up there with guys like Dan Hurley.
Dan Hurley from
Connecticut. UConn, Connecticut. A lot of success with the Michigan program. So I'm interested, and it's just like we said, bro. Fresh start for Dallas. They look like they're headed in the right direction. So we'll see how that goes. Cooper gets someone that he gets to grow with, you know, and now it seems as though they're finally starting to like get some continuity within the organization. So they started from the head up with Masai. They got that situated. You got rid of Jason Kidd because, like we said, you just had to just start over completely from the mess with Nico, and now you found your head coach. So it's only up from here for Dallas. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, I like it.
NBA draft just happened.
Right.
AJ DeBonson went number 1.
Love it.
Darren Peterson went 2 to Utah. Cameron Boozer went to Memphis at 3.
Cameron Boozer to Memphis is really interesting.
I agree.
Because we don't know the situation with John Morant, but I think as a franchise, it's a pivot. Once again, personality. John Morant did not act like a face of a franchise.
At all.
In any capacity. All the talent in the world, extremely immature, no leadership skills, and this, at one point in his career, outright reckless. You're not part of the NBA crew, Ja. You know what I'm saying? There is no hooper gangster. Stop listening to that much young boy if it's going to affect your actions to that degree, bro. I'm being dead ass. I'm being dead ass, nigga. Like, if young boy got you toting pistols in strip clubs and flashing at cameras,
yeah, you wildin'.
Like you King Von in his prime.
Yeah, you wildin'. Facts.
And you getting paid $250 million?
Shoe deals.
Shoe deal with Nike?
You was primed to be the face of the league, bro. The kids loved this nigga, bro.
They had him as the next AI.
Yeah. The kids loved him, bro. I remember that wave, bro. When he first came into the league. So,
and because he looked like them, he played like them. He, like, you know what I'm saying? Him and Lamelo is what I always called like the most elite LA Fitness style basketball you'll ever see. Like the most carefree, you know, because street ball isn't what it used to be. Yeah. That's what I call LA Fitness ball. Like they'll come up there.
Ja was winning too, though.
No. Like when I say I'm only talking about play style, like the way like it's not like conventional. Like sometimes you watch a player and be like, oh yeah, that's just a pro. Like look how he drags screen and rolls. Looks how he can play pockets off the screen and roll, bounce passes. When you see Ja and LaMelo play, it's just like freedom.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm gonna do whatever thought comes in my mind. Yeah. LaMelo, I will shoot this one leg half court 3. Yeah. And walk around like this, like it's LA Fitness. Like Ja in the same way. Like I'm gonna come there, ooh, dunk, boom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that level of, you know, it's not like technical, organized basketball, high IQ. It's just like it's just raw talent and fun. Yeah. You know, but Cam Boozer is such a pivot away from Ja and who they want this franchise to be, and it also looks like they might be going a little bit back to the roots with like the grindhouse days. Yeah, get some size in there, get some low post scoring. Let's control the paint, control the boards, control the pace of the game the way that they used to, like with Mike Conley and Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph. You know, and you had like a Tony Allen. Like they're gonna be rebuilding. I want to see what they do with Ja. Are they gonna move off him? Are they going to try to pair these two together? What's Ja's trade value? Ja might be looked at as one of the worst contracts in the league right now.
Right now, yeah. Just because of, with everything,
With everything that's happened, which is unfortunate, but
I still believe in him, though.
You do it to yourself.
He could. I give people that grace. You know what I'm saying?
I believe in his talent. I just have to see him mature.
Yeah. I hear you. Because you're not wrong.
You remember the meme? They just switched the camera. Yeah. I was like, you here? God, bro, what is going on, man? What is up with this nigga, man? This is why, up until a certain point, I always just say, John might have been one of the first to prove me wrong. I was just say, like, niggas with dreads and basketball don't go together. like
that's a whole other story. You about to upset a whole community.
Like, bro, it don't fit well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either gotta have braids or low cut.
Low cut. Or a fro like
me. Little fro. You know what I'm saying? When your locks start covering the back of your name, go get a football helmet, though.
Feel me?
Yeah. I'm just being petty, though. But the longer his dreads got, the worse he got.
Yeah. Nah, real shit though. Yo, for real.
Am I lying?
When he had the fro, he was hooping.
Hey, bro, like, I don't know if you're biblical. It's the complete opposite of Samson. The the more hair this nigga grows, it's like the worse his game is. Like, bro, you're already skinny.
Yeah.
You can't have 10 pounds of hair.
Yeah, nah, real shit though.
Weighing down. You know, the vertical ain't really look the same. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get back to the short twist. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's a little observation. I could be wrong.
But so I agree. Seems like that's probably gonna be a pivot for Memphis. You know, start reconstructing their team around Cameron. We'll see where Ja could go. I don't really see any landing spots for him right now at this moment.
But everyone was talking about Minnesota, but I was like, nah.
I didn't see that. Nah.
You know, bro, I mean, people are saying that Anthony Davis might be traded away from the Wizards, but I really feel like if they keep that core three of AJ, AD, and Trey, they're a playing team.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like they're like maybe a 9 to 7 seed.
Hell yeah. I even sorry to, it's not really a tangent because we're still on the draft. Even Utah, I'm expecting a much better season from them next year.
Utah got some dogs. Like, Utah is I'm watching the young team because Keontae George is
a baller.
Tough.
That nigga's a bucket.
Tough. We don't get to see a lot of Utah games because they're not like nationally televised. But like when I peep in the little window that I see him in, it's like, okay.
Nah, Keontae get busy.
I think Keontae is a franchise type player.
Now it's just consistency. It's just sustaining it now.
Lauri Markkanen has been good for years. I don't know if he can be great.
Still got Jaren Jackson Jr. Walker Kessler.
So you got floor spacing and size. You got ball handling and I'm forgetting the young man's name they just drafted.
Darren Peterson.
Yes.
You still got Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey.
So you have youth. You have a mix of.
I'm putting them on a 2 to 3 year timeline. See how that talent develops together because that talent should be once again like a playing team or potentially like a 7th or 6th seed potentially if the talent continues to grow because there's certain teams in the West that are just gonna get older. Like I'm looking at Denver.
Yeah,
they're on the older edge. You know, they got their ring. Yeah, so they I can't say their championship window is closed because they completed it. I don't know if they have a second run in them because the West is getting really young, really fast, very quickly, and once again, getting older. Injuries are starting to add up. Aaron Gordon didn't play much in the playoffs. You know, so
we'll him, see, like teams like Joker that, and Murray are all 30 now. Plus,
yeah, so when you look at teams like as these 22, 23-year-olds start to get to be 26, 27, and those teams are like 34, 35, they're going to be starting to fall off. Yeah, that's when the rise really happens. So in a deep draft, man, I think a lot of these players are going to make really big impacts for their teams. And so far, like I even like that Clippers pick at I think
at 4.
Yeah,
or, no, 5.
5.
Keaton Wagler. Yeah, from Illinois. He's nice. I like that Caleb Wilson pick for Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, bro,
he's nice, bro.
Bro, can I play a clip from him, bro? Because I always loved this game.
Nice,
I've
North Carolina.
I've always loved this game, and I was sad that I think he broke his wrist. During the college season that he didn't play, if I'm not mistaken.
He sustained an injury for sure.
Yeah, like it was a hand injury, so it wasn't like anything like if it was lower extremity, he might have lost. But a hand injury, you'll be fine, man.
Yeah.
But I just want to play a quick clip from him if I can find this real quick, because bro, he is such a dog. This is what I mean about like mentality. Like when I hear players like this taught this way, it makes me say to myself, okay, there could be a little bit something more special here.
Yeah.
Out of top 3 freshmen in the ACC, so I'm just gonna keep going out here and killing people. Cause I got a list on my phone, and it's nowhere near done. So just gonna keep happening.
How many people on the list or things on the list?
It's a list every game. People think I joke when I say I put stuff in my wallpaper for my phone, but I put stuff in my wallpaper before I play to make sure I'm pissed.
What was on your wallpaper today?
My wallpaper today was my feeling after the McDonald's All-American game when I didn't touch the ball. So, and Darren Peterson was on my team. That was my wallpaper.
So this was real personal.
Yeah. People telling me
I love
nigga, he look dead ass serious
yes,
too, bro.
Like that
nigga's not playing, bro.
Like that I love
Yo,
that.
I love that shit,
I
bro.
love that, bro. Like, I mean,
man.
you know, you got to go out. You can't just talk.
Yeah, you gotta go out there and prove it, nigga, for sure.
But like I
but
said, from what I seen in the games that he played, when I was watching him play those games, I was like, damn,
that boy nice.
like, yeah, I thought he was gonna be top 3 pick.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the hand injury,
Yeah.
he probably would have been top 3 pick.
Maybe.
You know,
Yeah, that boy nice, bro.
like,
Darius Acuff went 7 to Sacramento.
mm-hmm.
You know, that's basketball hell. I feel bad for him because I actually really like him. I feel like he's a really dynamic player. He has a chance to, you know, he could really make noise. I would have really loved to see Brooklyn get him, bro. I don't know why they
hell though.
But I mean, Brooklyn, at least you kind of like, you got some stuff there. You got Michael Porter Jr., you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got shit to work with.
You know what I'll say is a bright spot? I don't know if Russ is still going to be in Sacramento, but is there not a great player to learn from Russ?
Yeah.
You know? Somewhere.
I be trying to see. I don't want to be trying to sound like, cause you know how it is, bro. You say something, and if it's not like singing their praises, then you're a hater or you're disrespecting their name.
There's a lot of criticism to
You know
Russ's
what I'm
game,
saying? So,
but I feel like you know, with
I'll give it. Okay, so yes, I'm not saying that Westbrook couldn't teach Darius anything about the game in an IQ aspect.
right.
But to me, the ways that he can help him is just you know, professionalism, how to take care of your body.
That's exactly
Because Russ never got hurt.
And really, even just kind of learning from some of his mistakes. That's
Yeah,
the point,
yeah. Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Like
an
all
OG
those
type
things,
shit.
OG,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And you
let me
know,
stop. Then my hater mode got on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know. And
But I feel you though.
I know their games aren't really all that similar, but Darius Acuff is still a pretty athletic guard. You know what I'm saying? Russ is obviously like one of the best athletic guards we've ever seen in the game of basketball.
Yeah, Russ.
So, you know, probably even just telling him like, yo, man, you know, when to slow down. I didn't learn how to do that when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of imparting some of that knowledge on him. But that's yeah, man. I feel like this was a great episode. You got anything else to say to the people, bro? This is probably our longest episode.
Yeah, we did our shit. It's a lot to talk about, nigga.
Yeah, like you said, we had
and
content.
I still feel like there's like more shit that like
more.
I'm ringing off, but no, I think we good for today, yo. You know. Hey man, shout out to y'all. Another week, another episode. I'm just loving just our consistency and just I'm loving just how everything is just flowing. I love
putting together a catalog.
You know what I'm saying? I love our chemistry, bro. Like I feel like we both know the game. We both kind of think the same, but we don't think the same at the same time. So I've enjoyed every step of the way.
I've done a great job not rage baiting you yet.
Oh, that's gonna come. That's gonna come. I'm telling you, it's gonna come.
Maybe if the Warriors are having a bad season,
Yeah.
like if Steph goes another season where he only plays like 40 games, it's gonna be like Steph time to hang it up.
Yeah, don't do that. You know I ain't going for that. Don't do that.
No, listen, we got some guests coming soon on this pod, man. We're gonna have some extra cameras soon and an extra mic.
We do.
And now that guest, you know, he's been. Let me ask you something, right?
Talk to me.
How hard was it for you to get over the fear of like being on camera with this podcast?
I would say probably after like the 3rd episode, I was just like, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, cool.
Why you ask?
Because this other guest that we're gonna have is like acting like it is like, nah, I gotta get ready, I gotta mentally prepare. I was like, I'm not usually going, and mind you, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like the guy on social media taking a bunch of videos and selfies myself. You know what I mean? But when you sit here, you're just chatting, you're just chatting,
bro. It's just conversations.
Yeah, it's just conversations.
That's one of the things I feel. That's what's so dope about podcasting too. It's just like, it's like a script, but it's not a script. Like you could just be you. You could you could fuck up on your words. You could stump, like, you know, and that was something that like even me initially, like even the practice runs that we had, or I wouldn't even say practice runs. We actually had episodes that we were ready to drop as, episode 1, episode 2, or whatever the case. But I just never did it because of, I was just in my own head. But I forgot what point I was about to make.
Dope thing about podcasts being yourself.
But podcast, it's like, bro, it's just dope because it's just like, it's just realism. It's like the closest thing I feel like you get in media to like real life, like in terms of just like the conversation and like the nuances and just like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Especially the ones like, because like nowadays, like some of these podcasts are very scripted.
Yeah.
They have their talking points, and it can feel robotic. But like when you really have people have chemistry, just like kicking it together and talking about things that they're passionate about, that's the best type of podcast. So even though if you're not into sports, you might just enjoy the banter that we have.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
just the chemistry that we flow off one another, and that's probably like I'm a bit of a hater. Like, I hate the whole fake podcast standing in front of a mic and you're just talking. And it's like, your point is this, and let me tell you something. If you want to be a high value this, if you really want to make it to the next level in life, and there's not even a person on the other side, that mic's not even on for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of stuff. But, we appreciate y'all kicking it with us, and we are working on this, being consistent, keeping the product good, being creative, and, we're going to continue to add more elements to make this thing more interactive.
And it is just, I know this is a basketball pod, and this is it's gonna be a basketball pod first and always, but we definitely going try to venture out into other things, talk about other topics, and how it just life situations that could. How that intertwines into like the basketball world or the basketball space. So it's a lot coming, bro. I'm excited. And it's just let's just keep the ball rolling. Let's just keep it going. I just wanted to also say one more thing before we get off. To everybody in the world, bro, run your own race. Don't ever let nobody rush you, speed you up, or try to slow you down. You're gonna get to wherever you want to get to in life. It may not be somebody else's way. You may not do it the way somebody wants you to do it, but just always remember, y'all, to just run your race, bro. Always just 1% better, and to just don't ever let the outside noise get to your head. Nobody ever has it figured out. Y'all niggas that try to make it seem like y'all got it all figured out, y'all don't got it all figured out. We may just be in different brackets, financially, or just like where we may be at in life in just terms of like, accolades or just whatever the case may be, but nobody ever has it figured out. Don't ever let nobody try to, speed or slow your process up. Run your race.
Facts.
Thank you, family. We love you.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll be back next week. Peace.